Okay, yeah, hi, how you doing? Good day, and what have you. I'm at a spot that I was actually at, a couple days ago maybe, out here in beautiful Central Mass. We get a nice little reservation here. I saw a ton of good stuff that I want to talk about. We'll see, maybe we can, wrap it up, make it quick, go over to one more spot for the day. But wanted to draw your attention to this weird thing that I don't know what it is. This guy right here, there's two of them, and you can see it's got a real weird. I just want to find out what it is. I don't know. It doesn't scream fern to me. Maybe some kind of giant monocot. Maybe something invasive. Maybe something interesting. Who knows? There's another one down there. I'll take a couple pictures. Maybe some type of weird, I just don't know. We'll see if we can figure it out. We'll open it up with the mystery. Maybe I'll figure it out and I'll be able to put it there and I can get some pictures of it in bloom, coming up in a nice little patch of what appear to be Onoclea sensibilis, sensitive ferns. But yeah, mystery. We'll start out with the mystery. You got this huge patch of composite here, which I can only imagine is probably something invasive, judging by the fact that this is an old homestead and it's completely rimmed with some type of honeysuckle. It kind of reminds me of an Erigeron, just the way that those flowers look, and then you flip it over and sure enough, that does resemble Erigeron calyces to me. Who knows? I'm banking on that it's something not native. Little basal rosette at the bottom. But it reminds me a lot of an Erigeron, which, I mean, there's this native species too. Oh, little butterflies flying around. That's nice. I just, it grows over here. I didn't see anywhere else on this this property, but, who's to say? What is native and what is very interesting, you got a cool member of the family Apiaceae, a cool carrot family member here. Just starting to bloom for the season. This is, of course, now I'm going to forget. Zizia aria. This is golden Alexanders. Alright. Oh, there's another one of those weirdos. That was that thing I saw up over there. I'm going to have to figure out what this is. I'm real curious. Could it be valerian? No, I don't think so. Valerian would have opposite leaves. I don't think it's some type of... Yeah, you can see. It's getting ready. Whatever the hell it is. Whatever. Honeysuckle right there. Piece of shit. But the Zizia aria, golden Alexanders, Apiaceae, your typical umbel inflorescence you would expect to see. Heavily divided leaves you would expect to see. It's a cool member of the carrot family. You don't see it much out east, but as you get into this part of the state, and then due north, you'll see it kind of everywhere. What's going on over here? I didn't see this guy blooming when I was here. It was really rainy when I came here last time. Oh, you got a little some type of geranium. Not the most interesting thing in the world, but also, not the most boring. Quite a few of them. Little geraniums. Go see what's going on. There's a cool aphelon and a cool member of the family Saxifrageaceae over here. Oh, some type of thalectrum coming out, a meadow rue. Yeah, all sorts of nice stuff in this little meadow here. Not bad. Yeah, what the shit is this thing? Maybe it's something obvious and I just don't know, but the whole thing looks like it sends up a fresh stock each year. Look at it, it's got these weird little hooked, like it vines. It's going to be obvious once I go home and I look it up. It's not a, I want to believe it's a monocot, but it might not be. Who knows? I'm going to have fun figuring this one out. Okay, so coming up amongst your strawberries and your grasses and your poison ivy and your non-native sedum, you've got a cool member, the family Orchids, kind of everywhere over here. This is Aphelon uniflora, formerly Orobanche uniflora. This is a parasitic achlorophyllus root parasite. It works the genus sedum, and I think it works asters too. It can go after the solidagos. So Unlike Monotropa uniflora, this guy's got a calyx, got that yellow throat, blooms a little bit earlier. Zygomorphic flower, as you'd expect from Orchids. And yeah, he's just stealing. He's just stealing from the root tissue of plants, and commonly, weirdly enough, mistaken for Monotropa uniflora, which is an Ecolophus parasite, different family. However, that's a mycoheterotroph. Great plant, really nice. Likes to come up on these meadow edges. In fact, it's kind of absolutely everywhere over here, and you know that's a real nice one. Yeah, see, here's the sedum, and then here's another patch of that. And you know, multiple patches of that Orobanche or Aphelon uniflora. Probably a non-native sedum, but you know, that's a popular ornamental. Orpine, actually Orpine's not in that genus. You get the idea. One of the succulent members of Crassulaceae. You get maybe one or two that are actually native, but quite a substantial number of them have been introduced in it. You know, it likes the woodland edge stuff, likes the old homesteads, etc. But the Aphelon will parasitize this genus amongst other genera in the the sunflower family. Just I don't know how the chemistry works exactly there, but if it's equipped to handle one, it's equipped to handle another, and that's just what they do, I guess. Who knows? Okay, so coming up amongst the coming up alongside this lovely wooded stream, you get a weirdo. You've got Micranthes pennsylvanica, and if you recall, we had talked about Micranthes virginiana in an earlier video, just broadly about the family Saxifragaceae within which this plant finds itself in. Cute, weird little pink-orange tinged flowers there with the anthers. It's an impressive guy. Like, I mean, this thing's almost 3 feet tall. That's a cool plant, you know. Basal rosetta leaves down there. You got a couple of bracts coming up the top, and yeah, Micranthes is a really cool genus. Look at those flowers. Ovaries are swelling already. I bet you it already got pollinated. I was under the impression this blooms a little bit later in the season, but you know what? That's okay. We don't mind. Yeah, Saxifragaceae. So this is the swamp-loving one, or I guess not the swamp, the stream-loving one, growing right out of the water there. Micranthes virginiana comes up out of rock walls usually. So this is actually not too distantly related. It's in the same order as that sedum we just looked at back there, Saxifragiales. Lots of cool families. Saxifragaceae is in of itself a really fascinating, weird family, and I guess that's just about all I got to say about that for right now. Real cool one. Coming up alongside, where'd he go? You had some trilliums here. Looks like Trillium erectum was right there, and then across the way. I just don't want to get my foot in the water. Oh, you got a little. Oh no, see, this one's just getting started. If you can make it out over there. The Xenorissima triphyllum. Little Jack in the pulpit. Right there he is. Poking up. Nice streamside habitat. We'll see what else is going on around here. You got Panax trifolius, the dwarf ginseng wrapping up. We've there's some of the fruits developing. We've gone a little bit further back in the woods now. You get that nice hemlock overstory. We'll go see what's going on through here. There was a couple of nice things. Happening back here when I was here on Saturday. So we'll see what there is to see. Nice woodland lily. Clintonia borealis does well over here. I saw this on Saturday over near the side of the river. Doing a little bit nice, looking a little bit nicer today. Blue bead lily is the common name. This thing is pretty prolific up in the White Mountains too, where you'll see it growing more with fir and spruce than hemlock as you have here. But it's not this is one of those ones. It can do a few different habitat types. You usually just don't see it that far east, at least not where I'm from. They got it on Wachusett, which is well east of here. But always got to stop and appreciate this one. It's a nice one. Nice little patch, got the leathery leaves, and oh god, I gotta stand up. We're doing its thing now, and then wrapping up. Real interesting little blue fruit on top of the thing. Kind of unusual for lilies. A lot of the lilies just make like a little capsule, But Clintonia's got the very distinctive little blue, well, beads. That's where it gets its common name from, after all. Never disappointed to run into that one. So sitting in the shade of this absurdly massive Pinus strobus, this absolutely gargantuan white pine, is what appears to me to be Rhododendron maximum. Not in bloom or anything, but they had Culmia latifolia through here, which you would expect to see in most hemlock woodlands, but they mount an actual great laurel, Rhododendron maximum. A little bit more of an unusual find. This is where the flowers will emerge from. A couple months, not until July, and they get kind of sticky. Maybe it was planted, who knows? It goes down quite a ways though. Certainly naturalized here. You can go over to Rhododendron State Park in New Hampshire and see one of the, one of the real old groves of it. That's definitely naturally occurring. I mean, this thing gets planted, and nice big evergreen leaves. Yeah, this in of itself is a large, not a small plant, but this white pine. I remember seeing this guy when he came through. Just like, I mean, three people hugging couldn't get their arms around this thing. Oh geez, something just scared the crap out of myself. 3 people couldn't get their arms around it, and I know just from seeing this in Rhododendron State Park, white pine and hemlock, which you get here, were pretty common companions of it. That's pretty cool if that's an actual natural stand of it. I mean, it might just be naturalized, but it's still native to the region. You still definitely get this occurring in this county. Just it's always nicer if you can verify when it's a natural occurrence. Beautiful flowers on the thing when they go off in July. Wonderful plant, one of my favorites. Love the whole goddamn genus. Is fucking delightful. Rhododendrons. If you don't know, look into them. Yeah, see, look, here's another rhododendron going right out of the side of this riverbank. I'm gonna lean on the side of a natural occurrence here. That's a badass plant, for real. I cannot express my love of that plant enough. A lovely river setting here, beautiful day. Got some violets down there, some Cultipalustris just hanging on at the end of its season. This would be an epic spot to come back to in July. See what else is coming up, Maybe some Plantanther orchids. You're gonna have your probably your monotropes coming up. Some rhododendron in bloom, hanging out over the river. If I was usually it needs the shade. Probably just from where we came to where we're at, probably just hangs out. There's like a little marshy area. Probably just comes up in the shade of hemlock, and then whatever this is, one of the Pulchellus members. I can never remember, Carpinus, or it's like a hop hornbeam or a hornbeam. I never seem to get them correct, but something in Pulchellus, not an alder though. That's enough of that. Go poke around some more. Honestly, I think we've almost got everything that I want to come back and double check on. There's a nice dense patch of Goodyear that I'll show you around the corner here, and then we might skedaddle. We can squeeze in one more spot in the day. It's a beautiful day. Well past flowering, but here's another common associate of these nice, these nice damp hemlock forests. You got a Viburnum lanthanoides, beautiful big leaves, makes a great toilet paper in a pinch, and those fruits will be developing, over the summer. Nice, beautiful, dimorphic white flowers around it. I'll put a picture up. Huge leaves on this guy though. Another one that you'll see, albeit not with the hemlock, but with the fir and the spruce up in the White Mountains, real common. It'll still be blooming now, probably into June up there. But yeah, been done for probably a week or so down here. Yeah, there's those fruits. Pretty nice. Oh, well, silly me. How could I forget? This guy was growing here too in abundance. Tiarella, used to go by the name Tiarella cordifolia, but it's been split up. I believe all the ones in New England are Tiarella stolonifera now, because they can branch out and reproduce via stolons. You'd have to ask somebody who's an expert on saxifrage taxonomy, which I am not. Beautiful little snowflake flowers there. Tiarella and Mitella, 2 great genera. There's one of the leaves right there. Saxifrageaceae, proclaiming my love for that family now. We've got a lot of good work done with checking them out this season. Here's a real good close-up on one. Sorry. Yeah. It looks like 5 white sepals, 5 white petals, maybe 10 stamens. No, not a colline leaf or a bract to be found on the inflorescence there. Oh, is my camera doing something weird right now? Is my zoom kind of messed up? I'll have to figure that out. Almost could kind of remind you of a little tiny Actea when they're in bloom, but the flora morphology is a bit different when you look at it up close. Great plant. See it all over the place in the CT Valley. Makes a nice little mat like this, coming up usually on the edge of a seep or something. Just a great plant. Great plant to have around. Tiarella, no wait, yeah, Tiarella, cordifolia, stolonifera, or whatever. Tiarella is the genus for sure. Yeah, see, here's that real nice patch of a Goodyear pubescens I was talking about on this nice little slope, kind of exactly where you expect to see it underneath hemlocks. Those are the fruits from last year, okay? Little dried dehiscent capsules, characteristic Goodyear leaves. Can't really mistake them for anything else. And what's interesting here, you get a nice little peek at what those rhizomes kind of look like. How about that right there? Rhizomes. I don't think they do the whole pseudobulb thing, but there's one of the leaves coming out. So this thing's just spreading by its root system. You can see right there. And just re-emerging in places. Up on the other side of the trail too. You got it. Coming up with your, Clintonia. And, you get some Lacemacia borealis over here too. But coming up on the other side of the trail. Real lush patch of them. I walked up through here a little while ago. You have Viburnum anthenoides still, Clintonia, and the whole thing is just speckled with those beautiful, beautiful evergreen Goodyear leaves. Not a rare orchid, probably maybe the second or third most common. You see it anywhere you get a sufficiently undisturbed stand of hemlock. You can find Goodyear pubescens. I see tessellata, pretty often too. Great orchid, one of the Orchidoideae. Look at this, some more hiding behind the tree there. These don't bloom till July. They got quite a ways to go. You want to come catch this show, you got time. You don't have to rush out in May or anything to come catch them. I saw this near the coast too. I just never really realized how widespread of a species it is, but it's a real nice one. It's a real nice species. Anyway, that's about all I got for this neck of the woods. I think we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully that wasn't too disjointed of an episode there. No real premise, but sometimes that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta get out and see what's going on. Oh, nice! Look at that, they got the striped maple. Acer pennsylvanica. I love this guy. Oh, he still got his flowers out. Look at that. Acer pennsylvanica flowers. Maples have actually pretty damn beautiful flowers, I'll be honest with you, but whatever, we'll cut it off there. I'm gonna go see if I can just poke around if I can find a Carrionflowe trifida where I'm about to go. That would be nice. Just because I lost my train of thought. I had a couple extra things I wanted to say about that plant. I didn't get into the episode I shot the other day. Anyway, Acer pennsylvanica, good spot to leave it. Striped maple. You can't tell because it's not a really mature one. Gets the name just from the bark texture there. So, what have you, whatever. And I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be starting in my time in a couple hours.